Good morning, YouTube. It's days like this which are why, if you're a rider in the UK, you should keep your bike taxed and insured all year round. What a glorious sunny day. It's the day after bonfire night. It's coming up to mid-November, and look at this weather. It's way better than most of the weather we get in August. Beautiful. Have I decided to submit myself to the public humiliation of doing a vlog, you may ask? It's a question I kind of ask myself. I think the main reason is I've discovered that I just quite like watching them. Initially, like most people, I probably thought watching other people doing stuff, like riding a bike, playing computer games, whatever, was for saddos. But then after a few days of sick from work at home, I realised I've been watching MotoVlogs back to back for 2 to 3 hours. There's something kind of hypnotic about watching the point of view of a biker. Thank you very much, Bandman. There's something about it that you can just watch for hours, and then you've got the background drone of some bloke talking nonsense, but it beats watching EastEnders of Coronation Street or whatever people watch in America and Australia and Canada and around the world, according to my opinion anyway. So I thought I enjoy watching it. I've got a camera. I talk nonsense all the time, so I might as well give it a go. It might be rubbish, then I'll just stop doing it. Also, I'm fortunate to live in quite a picturesque part of the world, so hopefully it'll be pleasant to watch. It won't be the usual YouTuber driving through Texas streets from junction to junction, or going through London traffic swearing at people because they don't get out of his way. Mine will be a little bit different. Mine will be a bit more countryside-y. That's not to say the other types are bad. I enjoy them and I enjoy watching them, but I'll try and offer something a bit different. So then, a little bit about me and why I'm perhaps a bit different from some vloggers. I think the main thing is I'm a pretty new rider. I've only been riding a big bike for a couple of months. So if you're new to riding, or you're thinking about starting, or you're learning, perhaps we can learn together. You can learn from my mistakes, hopefully not too dramatic mistakes. But I'm still very much learning in confidence, learning the road, learning how the bike handles. I'm not one of these guys who's been riding for 20 years and who can filter between trucks at 60 miles an hour. What are the horses doing? Oh, don't let them out. Come on, what the fuck are you doing? Are you blocking the junction there? Fucking hell. What was that? Fucking what? My back tyre fucking blown. What was that? What the fuck was that? I think it has. No. Is that just loads of gravel? Well, as I was saying, we can learn together from my mistakes. I think. Thought my back tyre had burst, but I think I just hit some really loose gravel. Well, as I was saying, we can learn together, and that's a good example. Just lost traction on the back wheel massively twice. I'm guessing it was gravel, but it felt like I was riding on ice, or the tyre had blown up. And it feels alright now. I don't know what happened there, I wasn't even going very fast. So I started riding about 18 months ago on a little Chinese 125 kind of retro style bike. You can see in some of my other videos. And it was a brilliant experience, I love that bike. It wasn't particularly fast. And bits did used to fall off it quite often. But mechanically, engine wise, it was quite reliable. And it was a good bike to learn on. This guy, hopefully no gravel, take it smooth. And then a few months ago I did my direct access course, passed it, and a while later went out and bought the Yamaha XSR 700. Which I'll go into more detail in another video. I want to do a comprehensive review. I've done nearly 2,000 miles on it now. But the main reasons I bought it is it's a 700, so it's quite a good size for a starter bike. I'd ridden the MT-07 or the FZ-07 for you Americans and found it to be a really nice handling bike. And I just love the look of it. And it's cheap. And I've been riding this for a few months, and it's interesting as a new rider how your confidence changes. To begin with, I was very, very cautious. I wouldn't overtake anybody. I wouldn't do any filtering. I'd slow down a lot for corners. And then bit by bit you learn more and more, and I think you learn the most by copying other riders. I'll be sitting in traffic in a long queue and I'll see some guy filter past me, and I'll follow him for a bit, see how he does it. What really changed things up a gear for me is I did a road trip from here, south of London, to North Wales, and once I got into Wales, the roads there are just astounding. Wide roads with loads of space down the middle. You can fly past all the cars like it's your own private lane. And then even once you get past that onto the smaller roads, on a quiet day it's like you've got the country to yourself and you can just go flying around. The biggest hazard is the scenery. Staring too much at the scenery and not looking where you're going. But it's a beautiful place. I did about 600 or 700 miles up and down the country. Wonderful. And it really increased my confidence on the bike, which I think is a good and a bad thing. I take a lot more risks now than I used to. I still try and do them in a measured way, but there's no denying that it's probably a more dangerous way to ride a bike. trying to do is rebalance myself a bit, meet in the middle somewhere between caution and risk taking. But anyway, that's enough for now. This is just a short introductory vlog really. If people like it, I'll do more. If you hate it, I'll never do another one. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on doing the fix-it videos and the product reviews and the micro adventures. But until later, see you next time.